So guys, hello and welcome to this video, which is basically a tribute to the best ever IPL team, that is Chennai Super Kings. So yeah, I am telling best ever because my emotion works that way. But just one team, I think, is there which is parallel to CSK. Maybe I'm talking of Mumbai Indians. Otherwise, CSK is the best, and they have a legacy which is broken this year of qualifying for all playoffs. But anyways, things happen like this, and this year has seen many things which we didn't expect any time. So I won't waste any more time and let's just get into it. I have two of my friends and very big CSK devotees, Aniket Nandi and Shushnato Chattopadhyay. So yeah, let's just straight get into the questions. First question was, which is your favorite CSK moment? So let's just listen to two of them and then I will give my opinion.
Best moment for CSK is undoubtedly the 2018's victory of CSK. After 2 years it won the cup and it was really worth watching, and yeah, that is the best moment for CSK.
Well, 2018 was the first year actually I could properly follow the IPL totally. I mean, all the matches and how the things are going. So, and that was the year CSK made a comeback along with Rajasthan Royals. So for me, winning in the comeback year was the greatest moment for me because I didn't expect it. I mean, a team goes out there in a rhythm with time, and at some point, yeah, they win it. The last time we won it was 2010, 2011, and after that, 2018 was their first year in IPL. I mean, a reboot kind of thing, and you don't expect them to deliver in the first instance itself.
Really, the 2018 comeback was probably the best moment in the history of CSK according to me. Also, second question, which is the best Dhoni innings?
It is the 84 runs not out of 48 balls against RCB in Bengaluru. That is the best moment for me. Watching Dhoni play that nicely is kind of really amusing. It's mesmerizing.
Okay, so Dhoni's best innings for CSK for me would be a game which I didn't witness by myself, but through the highlights and all that. It was a game back in 2010 when I was practically a kid, and it was Chennai Super Kings versus Kings 11 Punjab, and that game was decisive because that win helped Chennai to go into the semi-finals for back-to-back 3 years.
In 2018 against RCB, 70 runs of 34 balls. So that was really special because Dhoni in 2016-17 was severely criticized in RPS. And honestly, he had to lose his captaincy also. We can't actually see someone like MS Dhoni being thrown out of captaincy. This never happens. In Indian team also, he gave it up. He was not thrown out. No, that was not the thing because he is the best captain and we know that. So in that case, obviously he had a point to prove with the bat also, and he was doing good in 2018 season, but that match actually was very special, and it was like a wallop on Virat Kohli and RCB's face, and every time RCB loses I feel really good. That's my personal point. Third question is, what was the feeling during the ban?
For the ban, I would say that was a dark moment for all the CSK fans. CSK got involved in some kinds of trouble and they had to go through this ban, and yeah, it is what it is, we can't help it, but it was really kind of sobbing moment for all the fans.
Well, it was mixed feelings. I mean, people asked me which team do you support. I will like Chennai Super Kings, and they were like, they are banned, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I'll support wherever Dhoni is, and then I ended up supporting Rising Pune Super Giants. But I wasn't completely happy with the Rising Pune Super Giants team because there was Steve Smith and all that, and Raina wasn't there, which is again this year's case. But well, the support never faded. There was a poll kind of thing going on back then in 2018 or before 2018, I think. The biggest fan club of India, an official poll thing, where the Yellow Army, the Chennai Super Kings fan army, won. So it was a bittersweet moment. I mean, you could see the fans out there, but the players are not playing in the usual jerseys. But it was okay.
All CSKans, they know that there is an emotion attached with the team, and there are teams with I will not say bigger fans, greater in number. No, I really think CSK has the best in number. But there are teams, they have fans, but the dedication, the dedicated fan army of CSK. Maybe because of their winning streak, because of their qualification streak, only this has been so much prominent. But anyways, this huge amount of fan army you will not see of any IPL team, because they know, they are emotionally attached with the team. And when such an allegation comes against their team, it feels really sad. And when MS Dhoni, who is the hero of every Indian child, according to me, whoever watches cricket knows the name of MS Dhoni and idolizes him, because he is a great batsman, great wicketkeeper, great captain without any doubt. So in that case, idealizing him is quite evident in teenagers, children, everyone, adults also. So in that case, his team, a team with which we so much associate, if that team faces so many problems, this becomes really hard to die. So next question is the best bowler for CSK.
Well, again, this I won't go back in the records. Then there will be different bowlers who turned out to be best for CSK. But I would say the time I actually followed cricket properly, that is since 2018, and I have a tie between Imran Tahir and Deepak Chahar. Even though Shardul Thakur takes more wickets than Deepak Chahar, but the intimidation Deepak Chahar does while he starts up the bowling in the first 1 or 2 overs, that's just amazing to watch. The batsman just missing the balls and everything. That's a good sight for someone who likes bowling, even though cricket is mainly a batsman game these days. So Deepak Chahar and Imran Tahir, it's a tie between them.
The spin duo, I have really enjoyed the spin duo of Ravichandran Ashwin and Ravindra Jadeja very much. When it comes to the international circuit also, or be it IPL or be it anywhere, I really enjoyed that a lot. And in 2018 when Ashwin was not taken by CSK, it felt a bit sad. Next is the CSK-MI rivalry.
So CSK and MI rivalry is kind of really great watching. CSK and MI are the two teams that dominate the IPL. We most of the times we see the finale of fought between the Mumbai Indians and the Chennai Super Kings. So yeah, that is it. That is the kind of rivalry these two teams have. Both of the teams want to give their best, so none of them wants to give up. So this is the rivalry. They create nail-biting matches, and that attracts a lot of fans. That makes IPL worth watching.
Well, it's one of the best rivalries I've ever seen out there, because MI is the team I support after CSK in any condition. It's the best team consistently over the years, and it's always a good thing to see two teams fight up. It's like, as the commentators say, El Clasico. So keeping that thing in view, we have good game every time they meet. Maybe not this year. We had a win the first game and we had a loss the second. But well, shit happens. So yeah, it's pretty good for me. It's like the India-Pak rivalry.
Two teams, 12 seasons rather. This is the 13th one, and they share 7 trophies out of that. CSK didn't play all the seasons, I know that, but 7 trophies between two teams really shows how dominant they have been. And CSK-MI rivalry has always been good, and CSK has always lost in the finals, except that 2010 one. 2010 was a dream comeback for CSK, and then they clinched the trophy. So last question, how will you support CSK after this 2020 phase?
So yeah, CSK has went through a down phase in 2020, and it hasn't performed really well in this season of IPL. This is really heartbreaking to see our best team, our best squad not performing well. So this really breaks our heart, but we'll still support CSK for the next season, because we all know that it will come back with a bang, and we are looking forward to watch Dhoni play again in the 2021 season.
Well, the 2020 dark phase is actually pre-made, but the support never fades away. We are not plastic fans, we are solid metal fans. Some of us are even solid metal air conditioners. The one which Blue Star used to manufacture 20 years back, they still work, don't they? We're gonna still support whatever the case be.
We attach ourselves too much, as I told in that banned question only. We are fans of CSK and we attach so much with the team, and now it feels really sad when the streak is broken. And a 10-year streak, it's really not easy. Any team can't do this, really, and we have seen no team has been this consistent actually. This is hard because in T20 cricket, as they always know, as we always know, as they always tell, that consistency is really hard to get. So if you do around 7 playoffs in 10 seasons, that does mean you're a great team. Which is why teams like Kolkata Knight Riders, etc., Sunrisers Hyderabad have also been considered good. Okay, but they have not been this consistent every time. Okay, but CSK has been, and this is a secret, the recipe of which MS Dhoni knows and nobody else knows maybe. And after MS Dhoni goes, it will be really hard to support a team without the soul. Thala is emotion. Yell love forever. I know, I really love the team. I really attach myself with the team. But then maybe I will not see IPL. That's the problem. Because MS Dhoni is an emotion. So herein I come to the end of the video, and probably you will like it if you are a CSK fan. I know if you are an MI fan or any other team, you may dislike it. So just go for it. But please, I think if you are a fan of any team, that doesn't matter. MS Dhoni will be loved by you because that player has nothing to hate. Yeah, love. Thala will come back. Bye.